welcome to T-Boys TV. We're back again with Premier League Game Week 29 predictions plus rescheduled games. Loads of rescheduled games in this, load of fixtures. I think there's 5 in the midweek. No, 6 actually. There's 6 rescheduled games in this midweek, so I'm just going to do them all in one today as well as obviously the predictions from Game Week 29. And I don't want to jinx it, but so far, my laptop's been on for a while and it hasn't, we had a little bit of a freeze earlier, but it's been all right. So hopefully it stays like that, because obviously I will be live again later as well for the Hatter Show with my dad, where obviously we'll be getting into that very tasty fixture against Watford, and hopefully we do them. And actually, I might be doing fan cams tomorrow outside the ground, so it could be lit, I can't lie, if we win. So yeah, let's go through some comments. Big up Chris, he says, afternoon mate, hope you're well. Yep, I'm decent, thanks mate, I hope you're well. Always going to be the people there, mate. Big up Stephen as well, he says, big up Ty, big up yourself, mate. What a day for me tomorrow in London. Going to watch the lads away at Leighton Orient. I'll be seeing Joshua fight live. Jeez, it's going to be good then, man. That's good. Fair play. All that together is quite a lot of money, I'm sure. But yeah, it should be a good day for me. Hopefully, if Luton can get a result, and then obviously I'll come back, watch Joshua fight, and then might actually watch WrestleMania. Only because it's WrestleMania, to be honest. Not that I watch WWE religiously. It's just I say it's WrestleMania. Yeah, exactly, mate. And like I said, I might be doing fan cams. Basically, I'll let you guys know more so tonight/tomorrow. But basically, my stepdad found a thing where all you got to do is plug it into your phone and it just covers out the noise and that. It's like a microphone. So yeah, man. Apparently that should be coming tonight. So if it comes tonight, then we'll probably start doing fan cams. I can't lie, because it's something I've always wanted to do, but the reasons I haven't done it is because I just haven't had the right equipment. I just need something that will block out that background noise. Especially on days where it's windy, for example, them sort of days don't help. So it literally, I looked at the recommendations as well, and they're heavily recommended. So hopefully it does the job. So yeah, and obviously there'll be a vlog either way if there isn't much reaction. So yeah, big up Billy as well. He says, hello, big up yourself. Yeah, you do get to witness that. But yeah, let's get into it. Like I said, there's a lot of games. I am about to share the screen, so hopefully it doesn't do no stupidness. I don't want to jinx it, but I only ever seems to do it on championship ones. I don't know what it is. So hopefully we got a lot of games to get into. Like I said, there's scheduled every week as well. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of people today. So yeah, hopefully it's all right. But yeah, obviously the first game. I've started lagging. That's not really ideal. No, I'm all right now. I'm still here. First game is Manchester City versus Liverpool. Now, I'm not going to bother doing a lineup for Liverpool, to be honest. How do I think this one's going to go? If you're a Liverpool fan, you can't really be confident. They've had 5 12:30 kickoffs this season, haven't won one of them. 3 of them have been against newly promoted sides as well, and haven't won any of them. A draw to Fulham, and then 2 losses, obviously, to Forest and Bournemouth away. And yeah, Liverpool are just never really up for the later games. Man City, obviously, they're doing well at the moment. Obviously, they are trying to chase Arsenal. They're not quite the same Man City. I've been saying it for weeks, that can go on this 15-game unbeaten run, for example, but they are more than capable of beating Liverpool. There's rumours that Haaland will be out or might be out. I don't think that'll matter, to be honest, with how Liverpool have been at the moment. Just crap at 12:30 kickoffs, aren't they? They're just terrible. A positive Liverpool do have is all of the attacker back. But Jota, since he's come back, for me, he hasn't really been firing. He hasn't really done much, to be honest. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, like I said, I'm not confident Liverpool can get a result, to be honest. Main reason is that 12:30 kickoff. We haven't beat City in their league since 2015 at their ground. I was confident Liverpool was going to get some sort of result in the reverse fixture, and obviously they ended up winning. I did say a draw, I think. But yeah, I just can't see Liverpool winning this one, especially at the Etihad. I'm going 3-1 City. I think it's going to be pretty convincing. I can't even lie. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying because obviously I would want to watch this game, but obviously Luton playing at the same time. But Luton all day long for me. Obviously they're my main team. So yeah, but I'm going to go 3-1 City. I can't lie. Your comments? Yeah, got to watch WrestleMania exactly. I won't be able to watch day 2 of it though because I'm working quite early on the Monday. Man City 3-1 says Billy, same as me, exactly. We not won at Etihad in the league. Yeah, exactly. That 4-1 win, exactly. No Haaland apparently, but Man City won leagues without number 9. Exactly, there's that as well. Exactly. Liverpool hate 12:30 kickoffs. It's too early. Shouldn't even. What are they eating for breakfast? Real talk. Like, I just don't understand why they're so crap. My lineup: Alisson, Trent. Yeah, let me just see if I'd agree with yours. Alisson, definitely. Trent, yes. Kanate, Van Dijk, yes. Robertson, yes. Fabinho, Henderson, you go 2 in midfield. Salah, Gakpo, Jota, Nunes. Do you know what? I'm going to agree. The only difference I'd make is Firmino instead of Jota because, like I said, Jota's not been great for me since he's come back. And Firmino does well against Man City usually. So I'd go Firmino instead. And Firmino just behind Nunes and then Gakpo on the left, Salah on the right. 2-1 to City. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Man City looking strong. Haaland will be missed, but Alvarez. Exactly. And this might sound mad to you lot, but I think Liverpool would deal better if Haaland was playing because he's more direct. Whereas Alvarez, you don't really know what you're going to get. He is sort of off the radar. I think he's quite underrated. So, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Alvarez scores 1 or 2 if he starts, to be honest. So, yeah. Kate, you're injured, just saying. Yeah, typical, innit? So, yeah, that is that. But moving on to the next game, should be an interesting one. Obviously, 2 of the sides that got promoted. AFC Bournemouth versus Fulham. Obviously, Fulham doing very well in the first season back again in the Premier League. Could get a European spot, come the end of the season. Obviously, they're currently sitting 9th. See if they were to win this game, depending on what Brentford do. Actually, no, it wouldn't matter unless they get some mad goal difference. I was going to say they could go above them, but no, they'll be on the same points, actually. Bournemouth, obviously, trying to stay up. They have had some all right results recently, obviously, like the Liverpool one. Well, really, that was the only decent result I'd say they've got recently. Sit 19th as it stands. I do think they'll still go down, to be honest. Their next 2 games they've got, obviously, they've got a rescheduled game, which I'll get into later. They got back-to-back home games. So with a lot of these teams at the bottom, if they are going to stay up, I think what will help them is their home games, that home advantage in that sense, the crowd, etc. But for this one, I don't know. This is a difficult one. It is a difficult one for me. I can't lie. Do you know what? I'm actually going to say Bournemouth get some sort of result. Not quite a win, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Go over 1-1 draw in this one. So, yeah, your predictions and other comments. Jesus used to always score against us when that's City 2. Yeah, he did. Alvarez is an absolute baller. Yeah, like for me, mate, he's off the radar. He doesn't get enough credit as he deserves. 2-1 Fulham. Yeah, I was thinking that, but I'm going to go 1-1. Chris's prediction, 2-1 Fulham. Billy's gone 1-0 to Fulham. Okay, fair enough. I think Forest, Southampton and Bournemouth will go down since the start of the year. Yeah. Not Forest are starting to get even more in that mix. But yeah, moving on to the next game. Again, this should be another interesting one. 2 very good sides, especially this season. Well, Brighton for a couple of seasons now. Taking on Brentford. Now, I actually saw my cousin earlier, who's a Brentford fan. He's not confident at all. Which, I do think if someone wins this game, it will be Brighton. Due to them being at home, they are good at home. I don't know. I think Brentford can make it a game. I really do. Ivan Toney, and Bueno, them sort of players. Obviously Brighton doing very well. Obviously their last game was obviously getting to the FA Cup semi-finals. This one's an interesting one. I actually reckon this one's going to have a lot of goals, to be honest. I'm going to go for a 2-2. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in this one. That's my prediction there. Stephen's gone 2-0 to Fulham against Bournemouth. Fair enough, mate. Happened in the chat, he says you got yourself. Billy's gone with the same as me. He's gone 2-2. So's Chris. Okay, a lot of 2-2s. I expect a cracker. Yeah, exactly. Both teams very good. Brighton 3-1 Brentford. Obviously, Stephen don't like Tony. Yeah, fair enough. I do think if someone wins, it will be Brighton. But I reckon if I went with a Brighton win, I'd probably go like 2-1, I think. But yeah, moving on to the next game. Yeah, I don't know about this game when it comes to greatest of watches. Crystal Palace taking on Leicester. Now, obviously, Crystal Palace still, haven't won in 2023. Obviously, they appointed Roy Hodgson. Weird appointment to me. The guy retired and come back. It's like he's flipping Tyson Fury. Do you know what I mean? In that sense. But yeah, they're taking on Leicester. Leicester, again, very hit and miss for me. Obviously, Palace on worse form going into it. Will Palace get their first win in 2023? I don't think so, to be honest. I'm going 2-1 Leicester. I'm not going to lie. So Selhurst Park will be hostile. The crowd will be on it in a sense. Even though a lot of them didn't want Vieira to go, they'll be on it a sense of change, see if it will actually make a difference and try and make the atmosphere there. But I just think Leicester will do it, to be honest, 2-1. Your predictions and comments, 1-1 cancel each other out. What game's that for, mate? I love seeing Tony in an England shirt the other day. It's good, but he should have got a longer run out for me. Chris says 1-0 to Palace. Okay, interesting. Okay. Stephen's gone 1-1. I could see that, to be fair. Roy Hodgson will be good till the end of the season, but long term it'll be an awful appointment. Yeah, I think it's only till the end of the season anyway, isn't it? If I'm correct. Managers like Roy are stale, out of date. Yeah, exactly. Brighton. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Vieira's a young manager. Yeah, exactly. It's just weird to me. But there we go. 0-0 or someone 1-0 says Hanno. Moving on to the next game, Arsenal versus Leeds. Now, when I've watched a lot of these games over the years, Arsenal have tended to batter them, even when Arsenal were nowhere near as good as now. Leeds are doing better, though, under the new manager. I think the last time Leeds beat Arsenal, though, I wasn't even born. It was the year I was born, but it was like months before, 2003. Arsenal at the Emirates. I still think twists and turns and etc. in this title race. But I just can't see Arsenal losing this one, being at the Emirates, to be honest. I'm going to go with an emphatic win. Last time I did, though, Arsenal narrowly won, and that was against Bournemouth. Actually, no. I said they're better Palace, actually. I think I said 3-0. But I'm going to go 3-1. I think Leeds might get one, but I think Arsenal, just the way they're going, I think they'll win this one, to be honest. 3-1. Why did they get rid of Roy in the first place? Yeah, I know, it's a bit weird. Chris says 3-1 Arsenal, same as me. So did Billy's gone 3-1 as well. So that seems to be the popular prediction there. Moving on to the next game, Midlands Derby. Not massive Midlands Derby, but still up there. Obviously, teams are in the Midlands. And it should be an interesting one, this one. Nottingham Forest, who, like I said, they're starting to, get a bit more in the battle. Obviously, a lot of teams are in this battle from Crystal Palace to 20th. So it's 12th to 20th. Nottingham Forest, obviously, 16th. They're taking on Wolves, the 13th, only a point above Nottingham Forest. Wolves obviously did lose to Leeds in their last game, which I did expect. Not 4-2, but I did say a Leeds win. Taking on Nottingham Forest at home. And again, it links back to what I say about these teams in the bottom. If anything's going to help them stay up, I think it's their home form. And Forest's home form's decent. Obviously their last home game they did lose. Yeah, It was the one against Newcastle, wasn't it? A 2-1, which is mad because they haven't actually lost at home in months in the league anyway, or in any, from the Premier League to Championship, etc. I'm thinking one or two things. I think Forest will edge it or it'll be a draw. I'm going to go with a draw to be on the safe side. I think draw is probably the safest one to go with, to be honest. So, yeah. I might be about to leave that party. I think they'll still be all right against Leeds, to be honest. Gooners 2-1 against Leeds. Fair enough, Stephen. Billy's gone 1-1 as well. So's Chris. There we go. That's 2 in a row where we've gone with the same predictions, us three. Forest 2-1 says Hanno. Fair enough. Hodgson retired, then Twatford came in bag full of cash. Then Palace asked one more favour. Yeah, literally, mate. But yeah, moving on to the 5:30 game tomorrow. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. The battle of 10th. It literally is the battle for 10th, right? When I was looking at their form, home form, away form, they're both 10th for that position as well. Like Chelsea have the 10th best home form, Villa have the 10th best away form. It's actually funny how it works. You look at the positions and that. This one's an interesting one. They have a pretty good away record. Like I said, they're 10th mid-table for it. But the teams they've beaten away have been pretty impressive at times. Like they beat Tottenham away, got clean sheet. Didn't expect that. I know Tottenham, it's their history at the Tottenham and all that, but still, to get a clean sheet there was pretty impressive, I felt. And they've went to some places and got some decent draws. Taking on Chelsea, because both teams are in, very similar position. Are they on the same points? Yeah, they're on the same points. Chelsea have a better goal difference. I'm going to go for a 1-1. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Neither team able to cancel each other out. I'm going to go for a 1-1. Gone for quite a few 1-1s. Yeah, I'm going to go with another one. Stephen's gone 1-0 to Wolves. Fair enough, mate. Chris has gone 2-1 to Chelsea. Yeah, I know. Premier, it's actually worked well today. I've had it on for quite a few hours and it's actually been all right. So hopefully it stays like that. Chelsea will finish 7th at the end of the season, starting to turn it around recently. 1-1, see it. Yeah, Hanno, obviously a Chelsea fan, he can see a 1-1. Yeah, I'm going to go with it, man. I don't think Villa have beat Chelsea since, I want to say 2021. I want to say that. 2021. Don't know why I longed it out and said 2021. But yeah. Moving on to the next game. Moving on to the two fixtures on Sunday. 2 p.m. game, West Ham versus Southampton. Massive game at the bottom, in fact. Obviously, West Ham sit in the relegation zone, 18th. 1 point more than Southampton, obviously in 23rd. I want West Ham to get a result. Like I said to you guys, I want Southampton to go down. I don't like the way they're disrespecting that. They didn't even give him a chance. You know what I mean? Players like James Bree as well. All right, he's been on the bench, come on a few times now recently, but still, as soon as Nathan Jones left, disrespected him, thrown him out the team. And I just didn't like the way they disrespected him, to be honest. West Ham at home. I do think it's going to be a tight one, but I do think West Ham will do it. And I do hope they do it, to be honest. I'm going to go 1-0. 1-0 to West Ham in this one. Already, we take lead and they equalise late on, says Hanno. Yeah, I could see something like that. Stephen's gone Chelsea 3-2 Villa. He reckons it'll be a cracker. Fair enough, mate. West Ham 1-1 Southampton, says Chris. And Billy's gone for a 0-0. So, yeah, fair enough. Moving on to the 4:30 game. Should be a decent game, this one. Obviously, they didn't play each other. They played each other not too long ago, in the League Cup final. Newcastle United versus Manchester United. This one's an interesting one, especially if it being at St. James's Park. It's a very interesting one, I can't lie. Obviously, Newcastle in the battle for top 4. United, I suppose it's just trying to secure 3rd place, isn't it, really? Because obviously only Tottenham are only a point behind. I think Newcastle, what is it? Yeah, 3 points behind United. But they're more going for 4 for me, Newcastle. It's a very interesting one, this one. Just because the games I see United have this season, majority of them, bar a few like the 7-0 and stuff like that, I'm going to go United to edge it. I'm going to go 2-1 to Man United. I'm not going to lie. Newcastle, I swear they've only had 2 losses, 3 losses. Oh, yeah, to City. Yeah, that was the other one. And then obviously 2 to Liverpool. I'm going to say United edge it. I am. I'm going to go 2-1 to United. But let's go through some comments. Billy's gone 1-0. Obviously a Chelsea fan. 1-0 to Chelsea, that is. Fair enough. Chris has gone with the same as me. 2-1 United. Big up Spencer in the chat. He's gone 2-1 Newcastle. Interesting. Billy's gone 1-0 to United. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. West Ham 1-0. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm over Nathan Jones. Of course I am. I just don't like the way Southampton disrespected him and their fans didn't even give him a chance. I'm much happier with Rob Edwards' football. 100%, mate. It's just better and it just suits us more, especially keeping the ball down. I didn't mind the long balls at times, but then there was times it weren't working, a lot. Definitely prefer Rob Edwards' ball so far, 100%. So, yeah. That is that. And then moving on to the last game of the Game Week 29 predictions, or Game Week, whatever the hell you want to call it. Monday Night Football, Everton versus Tottenham. Everton, again, they're another team for me. If they're to stay up, it'll be their home games, which will help them. Goodison, when it wants to be, can be a decent atmosphere. I have to be honest. They're taking on Tottenham. Tottenham very inconsistent. Obviously, they're still looking for a manager, I believe. I think it will be Nagelsmann that will come in. I don't really rate him that highly. A lot of people are like, oh, he knocked out PSG in Champions League. PSG are crap in Champions League. They're like Man City. They bottle it every single time, So I'm not really shocked, especially if Bayern winning the first leg anyway at PSG. I knew Bayern were always going to go through overall, especially the second leg at the Allianz Arena. But, I just don't really rate him. Even if they bring in Poch, yeah, he's got that connection with the club, but it's just a losing mentality to me because what have they won? What have they actually won? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand, to be honest. But there we go. That's Tottenham for you. There's only the rare fans in that fan base that actually have, try and make the club actually be ambitious and actually try and fight. Not just be a joke of a club. They're taking on Everton, like I say, away. It will be a difficult game. It will be a difficult one. I'm going to go with Tottenham win, though. I'm going to go Tottenham to edge it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Everton did get something. I'm going to go Tottenham to edge it. So, yeah. Your comments and predictions. Southampton treated Jones like an employee and someone then sacking him in first day. So, yeah, exactly. Exactly, mate. Billy's gone 1-1. Everton Spurs. Could see that. Stephen's prediction, Man United 2, Geordie Boys 2. Fair enough. Chris has gone 1-1 between Everton and Tottenham. Yeah, like I say, I could see that. Spurs have lost last 4 away, I think. Yeah, it's not great. They have Spurs with oil money, PSG. Literally, they won the Audi car. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Getting gassed over that. Spencer gone 1-1. Keep hitting the like button, people, says Chelsea fan. Yep, please do if you haven't already. Thank you for that. Nagelsmann and Spurs is a marriage made in heaven. He plays good football, which Spurs want over trophies, which is stupid. Exactly. I'd rather play, defensive football and win a trophy. Oh, it's just dumb, innit? What is the aim of a league sport? To win win trophies. Just losing mentality. Like I said, if Harry Kane stays again this summer, he definitely has a losing mentality. I think he's a wicked player, but he's got a losing mentality, to be honest. If he stays again. How many times are you going to, keep giving them the benefit of the doubt in that sense? Do you know what I mean? It's just mad to me. It really is. Everton 1, Spurs, where's your trophies? 0. Chelsea fans gone 2-0. Obviously even said 1-0 to Everton. Conte Rant was absolutely right. Speaking facts. Exactly. Chelsea Chelsea fans gone 1-1 between Chelsea and Aston Villa. Yeah, fair enough. It's that same as me. So, yeah, they are all the fixtures from game week 29. Like I said, there's a lot of rescheduled games, and we'll just get into them very shortly. But yeah, just to rewind, Manchester City 3, Liverpool 1, AFC Bournemouth 1, Fulham 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2, Brentford 2, Crystal Palace 1, Leicester City 2, Arsenal 3, Leeds United 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 1, Southampton 0, Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 2, and then Everton 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. So yeah, let's get into fixtures. So a lot of them are from game week 7, 4 of them actually. The first one is Bournemouth versus Brighton. So like I said, Bournemouth got back-to-back games at home. Taking on Brighton, obviously South Coast derby. It's not the, maddest of South Coast derbies, biggest one, but it still is. This one's an interesting one. I can't lie. I think with Brighton being a better team, I do think Bournemouth will get a result at the weekend. Not quite a win, but I do think they'll get a decent result. I'm going to go over a Brighton win. I'm going to go over 2-0. And Brighton's last midweek game I did predict right, which is obviously that game against Palace. So hopefully I'll do that with this one. So yeah, that is that. Let's go through your comments. It's been 15 years since their last trophy. It's embarrassing. KSI versus Tommy Fury in talks. I've seen stuff regarding it. We'll see what happens, really. 1-2 to Brighton. 2-1 Brighton, says Spencer. 2-1 Brighton, says Billy as well. Chris has gone emphatic. He's gone 3-0 to Brighton. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Moving on to the next game. I can't lie. This game was a pretty easy game, to predict for me. Due to, Nottingham Forest is away record, worst in the league. They're taking on Leeds. I do think Leeds will lose to Arsenal, which no shame in saying that. Majority of people have said that. But I just think with Leeds being at home, the manager, like I say, he's not done too bad since he's come in. Forest are terrible away. I'm going with another 2-0. Obviously, 2 Leeds in this one. So yeah. There's a basketball on their badge, I know. Stephen's gone 2-0 to Brighton. Yeah, fair enough, same as me. Spencer's gone 2-0 to Leeds, same as me. So's Chris, he's gone 2-0 as well. And Billy's gone 1-0. Narrow win for Leeds. Moving on to the next game. This game's an interesting one. Leicester City versus Aston Villa. Again, Midlands derby, not a massive one, but still is. Yeah, it's an interesting one at the King Power. I'm actually going to go goals galore. I reckon this could have a lot of goals in it. I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going for 2-2 draw in this one. I think it might have goals, to be honest. So, yeah, that is my prediction there. Chris has gone 2-1 to Leicester. Interesting. I reckon Leeds will dominate but only score 1. Okay, you reckon there'll be 1 AM where they'll miss a lot of goodies or like that sort of game then. But then they'll take one of them and they'll win, sort of thing. Spencer's gone 1-1. Yeah, fair enough. So is Billy as well. He's also gone 1-1. So, yeah, fair enough. And then moving on to the last game. Stephen's gone 1-0 to Leeds as well. Fair enough. And then moving on to the last game on the Game Week 7 rescheduled games. West Ham, again, another interesting one for me. I can't lie. People might disagree because of the position West Ham are in, but I don't think it'll be easy for Newcastle. West Ham United versus Newcastle United at the London Stadium, 8 o'clock kickoff. How do I see this one going? So I don't think it's going to be easy, this one for Newcastle. But I do think they'll edge it. And I can see Isaac scoring. I don't know why. Just got a feeling. Got a feeling it might be one where Newcastle take the lead, West Ham equalise, and then Newcastle score with about 15 minutes left. Scenes in the away end. I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle in this one. So yeah. Billy's gone with the same. So yeah, fair enough there. Spencer's gone 2-1 as well. Goes Villa 2-2. Yeah, I reckon. I don't know why, mate. I just reckon it'd be goals. Chris has gone 2-0 Newcastle. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. So yeah, that is that. And then there's one game week from game week 8, which is obviously Chelsea Liverpool. Probably do a watch along to this one. Yeah, I probably will. Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it is 8:00 kickoff. Liverpool Chelsea. The last 3 times they played, they've been 0-0 draws in 90 minutes. Obviously played at Anfield, 12:30 kickoff, 0-0. And obviously the 2 times before that were League Cup over 90 minutes and FA Cup. And then obviously Liverpool went on to win on penalty shootout both times. For me, this has got 0-0 or 1-1 written all over it. Both teams poor this season, as we know. I'm actually going to go 0-0. I reckon it could be 4th 0-0 in a row over 90 minutes. I'm not going to lie. 0-0 for me. Foxes Villa 2-2, same as me. Stephen's gone with. That'll probably be a draw. Exactly, mate. It's got draw written all over it, innit? Especially if we're both doing as well. 2-0 Newcastle, says Stephen. Fair enough. Chelsea 1-1. Yeah, if I didn't say 0-0, I would have went 1-1, to be honest. So, yeah. 0-0, Billy's gone with as well. So, yeah, I sacked the poor. But yeah, there's that. And then just one more game week. Yeah, one more game week. That is game week 25. And that is Manchester United versus Brentford. Even though I think Brentford are a decent game. Decent. They can give you a decent game. Decent team. I just think, yeah, this one was quite easy to predict for me. I can't lie. Especially if it being at Old Trafford. United obviously trying to confirm that 3rd place, really. I can just see this going one way, to be honest. My cousin reckons they'll get smashed to Brighton. I don't think they will. I think it'll be a draw, but I do think this is where they'll get smashed. I'm going 3-0 United. I'm not even going to lie. The last time they played at Old Trafford as well, obviously last season, was a 3-0. So, yeah, I'm going to go 3-0 United in this one. Stephen's gone 1-1 between Chelsea and Liverpool. Yeah, fair enough. 2-1, sorry. Is that 2-1 to Chelsea? Or, no, you done your prediction for this one, didn't you? Is that 2-1 in this one to United? Chris has gone goals galore. He's gone 3-2. Interesting. And then Billy has gone with a 2-1. 2-1 to United, says Spencer. Yeah, I thought so. Fair enough. So, yeah, they are all the fixtures. Now let's calculate the table, see what it looks like. So, obviously, Arsenal remain top of the league. Man City 2nd, still, of course. United would make their gap bigger. And Tottenham, they played less games than Tottenham as well, and they played 2. They had played 2 in this load of, this round as well, given that game week, and then the rescheduled game. 3, 4, 5, 6. They make a 4-point gap. Newcastle 5th still. Brighton 6th, which would be very, very good. 3 points above Liverpool. Brentford in 8th. Fulham 9th. Chelsea 10th. Aston Villa 11th. Leicester City 12th. Leeds United 13th. Wolverhampton Wanderers 14th. West Ham 15th. Crystal Palace 16th. Nottingham Forest just above the relegation zone. Obviously, a lot of teams there, like you can see, are on 27 points. But obviously, Nottingham Forest have a pretty poor goal difference compared to them teams on 27. Second worst goal difference in the league if, results go the way I think. And then the bottom 3 would be the current bottom 3 anyway. I'm pretty sure that is the current bottom 3 as it stands right now anyway, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. I know Bournemouth, Southampton, obviously there. Pretty sure Everton are 18th anyway. So, interesting. Southampton will obviously let them be 2 points behind Bournemouth, who are obviously 19th. And then obviously Everton would be just above, first bottom of the relegation zone, a point behind West Ham, Palace, and Forest. They do have a better. No, don't have. The only team that got a better goal difference than there is Nottingham Forest. So we will see. We will see what goes on in these fixtures. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Like I said, a lot of rescheduled midweek games. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go as well. But yeah, let's get into last load of comments. Arsenal chilling at the top. Yeah, I think they'll win the league. Like I said, I still think there'll be twists and turns. I do think it's one of them as well. Even if City lost at the weekend, which I can't see, but even if they did, I still think they'd still make it, pretty tight come the end of the season. So I do think Arsenal might slip up somewhere, but they'll still go on to win it for me. Just the games they're having this season just tells me that they'll probably go on to win the league. To be honest, the games like flipping, even that Fulham game, not the Fulham game recently, the one at the Emirates where they went 1-0 down. If that's last season, they're not winning that game. The mentality since Zinchenko's come in, Jesus, obviously they're winners at Man City. The mentality since they've come in has just been brilliant. And I just think the games are having, like the Aston Villa one as well, away, the comebacks, even the moments like the Reece Nelson goal. For me, I just think they'll go on to win it, to be totally honest with you. So yeah. Take care, mate. I'm off to work now. Yeah, big up yourself, Chris. Thank you for tuning in, mate. Try and enjoy work. The current bottom three are Southampton, Bournemouth, West Ham. Oh, West Ham, is it? Okay, so based on my results, I think they'll be out of the relegation zone come the end of the weekend. Of the midweek fixtures. So yeah, that is that. I'm just trying to check something before I wrap up. Yeah, it is West Ham. Yeah, laptop is freezing a little bit, which is a little bit annoying. If you lot still hear me, yeah, you still hear me. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, when it works again, I'll wrap this stream up. See you later, Tyler. I hope you have a good day, mate. Thank you. I will be back again. Just over an hour, hour and 20 minutes. The Hat Show, where we'll just be, me and my dad will be getting into that Watford game. So, yeah, looking forward to that one, man. I've got the opportunity to go to it. Obviously, there will be a match day vlog, and I'm hoping if this thing comes tonight, there will be fan cams as well outside the ground tomorrow. Obviously, I'll be out before the vlog. I'll probably get the vlog out when I come back. Maybe a bit later on, actually, because I've got a few things to do when I'm back. Hopefully, anyway, if I can do it. If it comes in, which it should be in by tomorrow. So, yeah. Right, I'm on my phone, people. I'm on my phone. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, apologies about that. Typical, isn't it? That is also why going forward, I'm going to be doing championship predictions live. Sorry, not live, pre-recorded. So yeah, that is why that I would do it with Prem, but it doesn't really seem to get out there like championship predictions. But yeah, I'm on the phone, as you can see. Quality's looking a little bit better. I can't lie. My camera's actually a HD camera on the actual laptop. But yeah, I am probably going to stay on it until the laptop turns off, so I know I can actually end the stream. Well, I can end the stream now, but like want to see the light count and all that. But yeah, so it's going to be a bit of an annoying one. But yeah, Hat show 6 p.m. Like Stephen says there, frozen at the fire. Yeah, I know. Annoying thing is, when I was sharing my screen, it was fine, but as soon as I, stopped doing that, it wants to start playing up. So it's typical, isn't it? Really, but there we go. Is what it is. Is what it is. See you at 6. Yep. See you at 6, mate. Well, hopefully, if this wants to work. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. Can't lie. But what can I do? What can I do sometimes? Right, it's just completely froze, mate. Right. I shouldn't get copyright for showing you guys. Oh, I can't even switch the camera on here, can I? But look, it's just completely froze, lads. I don't know what to do. It's just mad. Alright, the thing, I can't move the thing. Alright, it's mad. It's actually mad, people. Let me unplug my mic and cam, see if that makes it a bit faster, because, yeah, I'm not on that stream now anyway, am I, proper? I'm on the phone, so... Let's see if that does anything. I literally cannot do anything. I might just turn it off. Honestly. I might just, yeah. I can see the light count on my phone, actually, so I'll just do that. Yeah, we're currently on 10 likes. Big up yourselves. Make sure you do smash that like button if you haven't already. I'm just going to turn the laptop off, to be honest. So, yeah, make sure you do all that stuff. And, yeah, subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. I know we gained 2 new subscribers since I've done the championship predictions. So thank you very much for that. And, yeah, don't forget to follow me across any of my socials if you haven't already. And, yeah, I think that's everything I want to say. Subscribe to my other channel as well, T-Boys TV Extra. Hanno has been posting on there recently. So, yeah, make sure you check them videos out. Until 6 p.m, hopefully I will see a lot of you on there for the Hat Show. So, yeah. And no worries, mate. Thank you. Appreciate that, Spencer. And, yeah, I will see you lot in a bit. So, yeah, take care and peace.